Oh, work this time. Sweet. Yeah? Yeah, it's recording? Cool. All right. Yeah. So, I was bouncing around on YouTube today, and yeah, I guess it's been 8 months since my last video, which yeah, that's longer than I meant it to be. I actually haven't done a live stream straight to YouTube before, though. I mean, you can see in my video history, there's some that were streamed onto YouNow, and then they got saved to YouTube when they were over. And I've also used some various other sites that don't save the recording when you're done. But yeah, figured I'd give YouTube a shot, see if there's anyone out there who still actually knows who I am and cares that I'm posting a video. So yeah, but basically a few weeks back, I actually rewatched some of my old vlogs, the words. The playlist used to be called I think it was Artistic Insanity, Story of the Second Draft, or something like that. No, the first video in the series was Artistic Insanity. But yeah, anyway, so that was when I was working on the second draft of one of my novels, and just kind of letting you guys know bit by bit what I was doing, how things were progressing, how goddamn weird it is just being a writer. And yeah, and people used to like those, I think. So here we are. But yeah, so for that novel, the draft was completed. I made several rounds of edits personally. Right now, it is with an editor. Someone knocking on my door? No. Okay, just my cat. But yes, so my beloved friend and extremely skilled, yes, she's an absolutely phenomenal writer. I love her work too, and she's done editing on a professional level, and she's got all the all the credentials, and she's really good. Really, really good, and I'm so happy to have her input on this project. But and I love you, Eileen. She's been going through some various upheavals in life lately, and taking longer than either one of us had hoped. But I'm not salty. Don't worry, girl. I love you. Yeah, anyway, so in the meantime, I'm working on a lot of other little projects, mostly writing. Mostly writing. I mean, I've got other things in the wings, but yes. So I've actually, yeah, they're gonna make fun of me, but I do actually write some fan fiction. My most popular series is a Once Upon a Time one. I also have a Doctor Who one, but it's not actually focusing on the Doctor. The main characters are Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, and the Corsair. And so if you're a fellow geek and don't mind some literary graphicness, shall we say? I mean, of course, there's a pirate. There's gonna be blood. I mean, that's the other thing. I've also been a lot of my projects right now in some way have a relation to pirate history. So like I have one right now. Yeah. So anyway, one of the novels that I'm working on right now is it's very heavily influenced by pirate history. Uh, both actually both in the 1500s and the 1700s, but it's actually set in kind of like this futuristic, spacey, kind of steampunk um, world. And so, I mean, the characters are pirates, but they're not nautical pirates. They're not space pirates. I mean, they might be, okay. Space pirates is so overdone, but you can do it right. I mean, look at like Serenity Firefly, you know. um, but yeah, there's some really fun characters in that too. Um, there's one character named Murray O'Sullivan, and he's a treat. There's another one of the main characters is a woman. She's the captain of the ship. Her name is Faye Sinek, which is kind of a bastardized, Americanized, phonetic reworking of Sinek, the Irish word for fox. And so she, I swear to God, like she cracks me up like she's an actual person. She's just got some of these personality traits that are so above and beyond anything that an average person walking down the street in public could get away with. And it makes her really, really fun to write. She's just so over the top in a lot of ways. Like, I'm trying to think like a good scene. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this one, but bringing the pirate history back, the character is not only is she the current captain of the ship, but the previous captain was her father. So she is the captain's daughter, and I love that I get to use that reference. But yeah, so there's that. There's also I I've kind of accumulated quite a number of short stories that I haven't done anything with. I keep thinking that I'll send them off to some periodic publication or something like that. Just get them into a collection. But it's starting to get to a point where there's a good number of them, and they all kind of, well, not all. It's a number of them just seem to have very similar traits. Like the theme might be reminiscent of each other, or it will elicit similar emotions, or stuff like that. But it's so I almost want to put them together in their own collection, but then it's actually like I'm building two collections, because there's group A of stories that all fit together amongst themselves, and then there's group B, which a little bit more misfits, but they still kind of work together, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's been fun. Trying to remember what else I'm working on. Oh yeah, I have another one, another novel that I'm working on, where I don't want to spoil anything, because it's actually a really cool. I think it's a really really cool idea, but I might be biased. Uh, but basically, he's a universe hopper. You know, he can move through different um, alternate realities and parallel universes and stuff like that. Still missing some crucial elements, but I'm getting there. You know, beating it into submission and making it happen. Oh, esophagus, trachea. Mm. Um, but yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't remember where I was. So yeah, talked about that one. Talked about that one. Oh, and there's a story that I'm working on. Hold on. I am live streaming on YouTube right now, and where's the thing going? Oh, you distracted me. Okay. Yes. So the one that I'm working on right now, like I have the tab open and everything. It's, you know, mostly just bullet points and snippets of dialogue and stuff like that at this point. But it's fun. It's it's much less fantastical than most of the stuff that I've written in the past, except for some of my short stories. And my poetry. My poetry covers everything. But yeah, it's fun. I like it's just a simple story about two people who meet and interact. That's it. And just kind of, you know, watching how different personalities intertwine. And it's fun. It's fun. And they're both really sarcastic. And yeah, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned Divine Right of Kings. Um, it's I don't even remember what year I started it. I think I was in. Oh, it was around when I moved to. It was yes, it was when I moved to New Orleans. So it was a while ago now. Was that 7 years? And I got about halfway through my first rating of it, and then I went back, and it was just weird. There was something like there were some characters that just did not come off the way I intended them to at all. So I went back, and there was actually one of the main characters that I just like completely scrapped, and I'm just like, all right, I need a new guy. Let's figure something out. This guy's actually I didn't cut him out completely. He did have one little appearance where he corners a girl at a bar and is just like really creepy about it, because that's yeah, he was that guy. So he doesn't get to be a big part of my story. But yeah, basically, Divine Right of Kings is actually pretty similar to Starborn Children. I mean, I guess in some ways. I mean, they're similar creatures, but you know that I don't know if you should call them creatures. You know, they're. I mean, they're not like human, but they're humanoid, and they pass as humans in the streets of Boston, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's a fun one. Actually, yeah, I also have that one open on my computer right now too. Let's see, that is up to almost 25,000 words in progress. We'll get there one day. So that's been a thing, and really at this point, I'm just trying to stay on top of everything that I've started. If you watch this whole video, you understand that I cannot even list them correctly because I keep forgetting how many there are and which ones I'm working on. I mean, these are just the ones I am actively working on. I have just stacks and stacks and stacks of binders of ideas that I have started and just didn't do anything with. I mean, it's not like they're bad, but it's just, you know, some of them just needed to be abandoned right then. And like, I was working on a vampire story, and Twilight came out, and I was like, well, okay, that's not happening. And you know, and I've also got like a whole bunch of like Starborn Children is the first in a trilogy, and then there's one day maybe you will see Bloodstorm, which is the story of one of the descendants of uh, Starborn, the character. Yeah, words are fun. I can use them. Talking is a thing that I do occasionally. Sometimes. Dude, I'm just talking about my writing. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, it's all good, and I think I might end the video because I have no idea where I'm going with this at all. Yeah. So, peace out, y'all. Oh, come on, work with me here, thank you.